Hi. Hi. Oh god, what's happened? This is a very strange setup I've got right now. I've had to move everything, and I'm not used to it. I need to move this microphone a bit. Wow. Hi. Imagine the streamers streaming on the day they say they're going to stream. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mika. Hi, Metal. Hi. God, what am I doing, chat? I'm just moving this microphone so that like it's not in the way of everything, and yet still like I can be heard. Hi. So today we are doing we're doing Adeptus Custodes because the Discord community said, "Hey, do Custodes," and I was like, "Okay, fine." They're just sitting on my shelf anyway. I've built them ages ago. I might as well finish them. Ah. How are we all doing? You all having a nice day? Everything's kind of in the way of everything else with this app. It's a new setup. Last painting stream, I say new, it's not new. It's kind of new. It's newer than we were using a little while ago. But yeah, the last time we did Adeptus Custodes, we were playing around with chrome paint, and it went a bit wrong, honestly. We finished a model, but it went a bit wrong, so I was having a think about how I wanted to do it. And I figure I can get a similar effect by zenithal shading the chrome paint over gloss black, because that way the shadows will still have that shiny reflective effect. Lorne's Lure. What's Lorne's Lure? I've never heard of that metal. Tell me about it. Always. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm always live, Romany. We're doing some painting today, though. I really like using the airbrush. It's just very chill. It does so much work with very little effort. So we're using some AK Interactive Super Chrome, which is almost running out, to just get these Custodes to like a mirror polish look, which I don't know how well it shows up in the camera, but you can probably see it's very shiny stuff. The climbing game, oh no. I don't like climbing games. They make me angry because I fail at them so hard. They don't actually make me angry. I'm just bad at them. I'm just bad at them. Wow. How you doing, Romany? Is everyone having a nice day? I hope so. I hope so. Ooh. Also, slight issues with trying to get this to work, to like behave in the way I want it to. But that's fine. We'll just get some paint on our hands. What's new? So, I quite like this because we still get the really shiny, high sheen mirror effect. But we get a lot of natural shadows that we don't have to think about worrying about doing like panel lining and oil washes, which is what I was thinking of doing earlier. Like, little spritz on the underside to just give it a metallic coating. And it just works. Like, I don't know how shiny that shows up, but it feels very shiny here. By sorting out the van and trying to find places for the cloth you brought. Oh, nice! Are you back in France now, Romany? Did you, were you at Empire? You have a nice time? So I won't lie, I did cheat a little bit, because this morning I hadn't primed these models before today. So, I know I've only got 2 here, but I just wanted to kind of show off the effect of airbrushing. But I actually have a 1,000 point army right behind this little screen I've got. But of course, being Adeptus Custodes, there's actually not that many models in a 1,000 point army. It's not like Chaos. I could comfortably knock out like 20 of these in a day. But honestly, I'm pretty sure most of the color for this army is this chrome paint. So that'll be set aside to dry. And like a Blue Peter episode, if you're British, you might know what that means. Here are some I did earlier. They're all very shiny. I really like them. They're good models. They can't stand up at all, though, on their bases. You did Beyond Ragnarok and Empire. So 4 weeks on the road. Oh my god. That's so long. It's not like challenge climbing. It's more like climbing sim. Oh, so it's not like Getting Over It or a difficult game about climbing. Well, that's interesting. I could potentially be interested in trying that, maybe. I don't know. Getting Over It is pretty traumatic. I say this like chat didn't just horrendously cheat me to the top with crowd control. Well, I thought crowd control was going to make it so difficult, but you all just turned off gravity and I floated to the top and it was hilarious. People on YouTube did not like that I did that though. It was funny. I like seeing people's reactions. It was kind of funny. So I've got all the paints picked out. I think there's a couple I might need to go over and just do some bits to touch up where I wasn't quite able to get in all the areas that I needed to shade in silver, to highlight in silver. And some of them have like a bit more of a chalky texture because like of where the angle of the airbrush hit it. But I kind of like that because it's kind of reflective of how light would naturally rebound off of surfaces, especially if they're this shiny. Was this one of the ones? I can't seem to find any of the ones I thought I'd need to go over. I think maybe it was just my imagination wanting to airbrush stuff. I like airbrushing stuff. But I don't want to put too much paint on the miniatures, because that would be bad. I don't know where I want to start with first on these guys. I feel like the smart thing to do would be to, oddly enough, do all the little bits, because they're going to take a little while to pick out. Things like the eye lenses, things like the little gems, stones on their armor, and all that kind of stuff. What is it, Mika? Yeah, done with the airbrush a lot sooner than I thought I would be. I can get rid of this now. I don't need my little airbrush booth to stop paint going everywhere. Let's just come out. Yeah, it can. This guy should just pull off this neatly. I do actually need to spray this guy's feet a little bit because they're not in chrome. It's good because it means I get to use the last little bits of paint that are in the airbrush chamber. Hey Eagle, you're on lunch break. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for choosing to hang out a bit. God, my fingers are going to be so silver by the end of this stream. They're just going to be covered in like this liquid metal look. Which honestly, it does look pretty cool, honestly. I quite like how ridiculously reflective this paint is. Oh, that's sad. Well, I spilled the last of the paint out. Fortunately, it was just a few drops and it landed on something that wasn't the carpet. So I don't need to feel that bad, but I'm just a clumsy creature. Okay, I can get rid of this now. I don't need it. So this is one we did last time, and honestly, I feel like you can really tell the difference between using the black undercoat and the black undercoat and then this one, which is just pure silver. I feel like there's a lot more depth to this one than there is to this one. What if theoretically you were Vulcan's secret cat, though? I don't know that that's possible. I can imagine Vulcan having a cat, though. Why not? Why would Vulcan not like to have a cat? So, we have in this little army, which we're going to try and paint most of today, 3 Virtus Praetors, a squad of 4 Custodian Wardens, led by a Blade Champion, Who none of these things are going to be able to stand up straight. But yeah. Regular guys in power armor. I've got a shield captain with a Pyrothite spear and a Presidium shield, who's not actually in the army, but I just wanted to paint him alongside the rest. He was actually supposed to be my test model before I did this stream, but I just didn't have time to do it all, unfortunately, because, you know, life and stuff. So I'm just gonna quickly mix up some paint here. I know what I'm gonna start with because I think it's gonna look really nice. I'm gonna start with just doing the helmet lenses in Blood Angels Red and the gemstones in Warp Lightning, which should overlay and reflect really well with the and give that kind of like fake ruby and emerald look with the chrome underneath is what I'm thinking. Let's get my paint mixed first, because I haven't actually used these paints in a good while. I really hope that the paint has not gone to crap. So I do know Citadel paints like to die when they're not used for a bit. It's a little bit frustrating. But hopefully we'll be okay. That should do. We've got our Warp Lightning. And we've got our paint water. I really like the Darktide soundtrack. I don't know if it's obvious to people in chat, given how much I use it every time I do a painting stream. It also helps that it's delightfully copyright free. We're just going to be doing a nice little dab of this on any of the little gemstones on the armor. But actually, I think I need to turn off the light here because it's so shiny. It kind of just kind of whites out the miniature. Usually I need a bit of extra light. Yeah, I think that does actually look better without as much light. So we're just going to do these little bits. Tiny little gemstones. And this is going to make life a little bit easier for later because I'm going to know where to avoid for when I do the gold bits. Because the gold bits are also just going to be contrast over this chrome to preserve as much of the reflective material as possible. But it will dull down really significantly once it's on there. You could be off doing who knows what. You could, Mika. You could. But that doesn't sound like very cat behavior. Just a lot of tiny little bits at this point. Just because I just think it makes sense to do these first. That's not even in focus right now. Let me adjust that. Where is my camera focus? There we go. Okay. Hi, how you doing? No one. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vulcan is the kind of person who would probably have a cat, Miko. He definitely seems like the kind of Primarch that would have a cat. He is like the kindest Primarch. And the Emperor, also the Emperor's favorite Primarch, because he's the only one that really kept, like, who really, like, kept his humanity in the way the Emperor wished everyone had. Why the Salamanders are very much one of the more loved factions in Warhammer 40,000. I don't know anyone that doesn't like the Salamanders, actually. I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone who dislikes the Salamanders. Ooh. Another little gem here. I really like how Warp Lightning looks over this chrome. Wait, what? Metal Boys, yes. Who would win, 100 named Astartes or 1 sleepy drop pod boy? Who's the sleepy drop pod boy? But my money's on the named Astartes. Because, like, if they're named and they don't have a helmet, you absolutely know whoever they're fighting is having a bad time, lol. There are so many little gemstones in this armor, holy shit, I didn't realize. Oh, we might be here a bit longer than I thought I would be, lol. But that's fine. I think that's the first guy done. Right. Let's here. Or is that a hat? I'm gonna need to put that away. How do I pull it away? I need to get some tweezers. I knocked something over, but I don't know what it was. I'm sure it's not that important, obviously. Part of the problem with having this. Oh, never saw assassin. Oh. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who wins in that exchange, honestly. Like, Eversaw assassins are tough, but 100 Space Marines? And then named characters? I don't know. Named characters tend to have plot armor. While the Eversaw assassin is pretty much always doomed to die by the end of their story. So, yeah. That's 1 Terminator's gems done. Let's do the Blade Champion. I'm sure the Blade Champion will be fine. Relatively speaking. There can't be that much on the Blade Champion, surely. Oh god, he's got loads. Never mind. Never mind. It was foolish of me to think this would be an easy task. Actually, it is kind of easy. All of the jewels are quite well... There's a lot of detail on these miniatures, but they've been sculpted in a way that makes them quite easy to actually pick out all the little details. PP painting. What? I mean, right now we're painting Adeptus Custodes, who are the Emperor's sons before Space Marines were even a thing. They like make Space Marines look like regular people. There are only like 10,000 of them in all the world, in all the galaxy, though. Bro has fucking jewels on his knuckle dusters. The fuck? Bro, these guys have too much money. Like, bruh. These guys are gonna look so cool when they're fully painted, though. How are you doing, Small? You having a nice day? I hope so. I heard Conras Kurd is the most edgy person in Warhammer 40,000. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I don't think you heard wrong there. He's literally Batman, but like Space Marine Batman, but also horrendously psychotic. So, yeah. About as edgy as it gets. Very cool, though. Like, if only he could see that he could change his future, or change fate from what he saw. Because he was constantly plagued by, like, visions of a doomed future. And he kind of just surrendered, gave up on life because of it. He was the Depresso. In, like, the biggest way possible. That's the Blade Champion. That wasn't too bad. A lot of these are just going to be like, for now, it's going to be just picking out a little detail. Oh, hang on, this guy's armor is very dark. No, it's still shiny. I think it's just the angle, the way I've sprayed it. It's like, there are some angles where it looks completely black, but then you look at it from a different angle, and then all the light catches on all the reflective bits, and it's very silver. But like, that looks black, but it's not black at all. Like, it's just very silver. Finishing up editing the debut highlights. It was really nice. Your model looks great, Small. I can't wait to see you use it on, like, full streams and stuff. Hi, State, how you doing? Oh, what am I doing? What's on this guy that I need to do? He's got just these tiny little gemstones here and there. So, I'm thinking once we do these, all these little gemstones on all of these guys, we'll do the eye lenses. Then I think I want to do... Then I think I want to go and do the gold bits. I'm not sure. Gold bits are going to be quite simple, though. Just going to be a contrast paint to tint it like gold. I feel like I should do the gold bits before I do the black bits. There's not many black bits. Another reason I'm doing, the reason I'm doing green gems is because I'm gonna do the cloth to be like a burgundy-ish purple, which I think will look quite nice. So I think that'll contrast quite well. And because they're not really like main elements, most of the color on this is just gonna be in silver. Does Biggie support this action? Support which action? Give unto you the bean. I will give you a bean. One momento. One momento. Not in a talkative mood. You're here to like, thank you for the like, State. The Emperor outlawed cats, which automatically means evil. When did the Emperor outlaw cats? Hi, Maeve. Oh, you were playing Gang Beasts. I love Gang Beasts. It's a good time. When was the last time I played Gang Beasts? I'm pretty sure it was with Punk and some others. God, it's always fun playing Gang Beasts. I think my first couple of games I had beginner's luck, because ever since my hot streak, I've just not been able to win a match since. It's really annoying, because like, when you know you can win, and then you just lose all the time, it's just like, wow. You can't have your felon in DF. I mean, you can. The big Emperor's opinion no longer matters. Death to the false Emperor. I mean, yes, but also I'm painting Custodes, so I have to say they are here to impart his will, whether we like it or not. I really liked the Tides episode with the Custodes and the Sister of Silence. They were both really cool characters. Also, I can't believe, like, this is literally a 1,000-point army. That's what, like... 2, 4, 6, 9... 14 models. It's crazy! I'm pretty sure Felonids are allowed to have partners, as long as they're other Felonids. I don't know if Felonids... Can Ogrins breed with non-human, with regular humans? That's something I want to know. Are humans human enough? In terms of that, because then Felonids could be like, because actual Felonids are more like cat than person, yet they're somehow near human enough that they're tolerated. I don't understand. Are they abhuman or are they just straight up alien? Jewels are only on one side of the armor. Fortunately, it's the side that I can easily paint. Lol. Ooh, I forgot the Vexilla. This is gonna look so nice when it's finished. I don't know that I'll get them all finished today, but I feel like Custodes are genuinely one of the faster armies to put on the board and like paint up. Because, I mean, most people just spray them gold and then do the cloth and then that's it. Done. In all honesty, Imperial Fists are slowly becoming your favorite Loyalist chapter. You like sieges and fortifications. Yeah, Imperial Fists are a bit... They're cool, but I don't know. The issue is, other than Rogel Dawn and the old school era, I don't really feel like the Imperial Fists have that much personality. The Crimson Fists, however, which is a successor chapter and arguably a more popular faction, they have tons of personality in the lore. I'm not talking like old school lore, because obviously they're a successor chapter, but like modern day lore, like present time, not necessarily like Horus Heresy, because obviously they weren't around. Like, I was always tempted to start a Crimson Fist army. But also, did you know that the Imperial Fists were literally wiped out to a man? And they're basically, most of their chapter aren't even original Crimson Fists anymore. I mean, Imperial Fists. They're like people from the successor chapters that have like rejoined to reform the parent chapter. I can't remember which war, I think, was it War of the Beast that happened? Or was it something else? It was a long time. It was. I was watching a video on it a couple months ago, and I just can't remember for the life of me which conflict it was. I do recall it being a thing. I like this song. It's a vibe. You know what I'm also excited for? Emperor's Children, when they finally get their model release. I'm so excited for them. Peter Turbo's doing. No, that was, wait, was that Perturabo? Really? Google how to get Felonid GF. Well, you just go to the Felonid planet and you get a Felonid. I'm pretty sure you could just buy a Felonid GF. Like, I'm pretty, like, Abhumans are not treated that well. You could legit just buy a Felonid GF and she'd be all about it, probably. This isn't an endorsement of slavery, but slavery exists in Warhammer 40,000. Like, it's true. It's literally in the lore. There'd be slaves everywhere. Pretty fucked up, but, you know, what isn't fucked up in Warhammer 40,000? There's some excess, like, paint here. Yeah, I'll just file that a bit later. That'll be... I need to worry about that when it's time to base the miniature anyway. This little gem. I need to turn down this light as well. I need to have some light. Trying to find the right level of lighting where the reflection of the miniature and all the chrome isn't going to blind the camera to what I'm doing. It's really kind of difficult to find the right mix of focused lighting and ambient lighting, because you need a bit of both to, like, give the camera something to focus on. Otherwise, it just doesn't quite perceive. I think that's the Custodian Wardens all done. What's going to be quickest to do next? I really want to get the eye lenses done, because I'm dreading the eye lenses. I don't think there's much to do on these bikers. In fact, the shield captain doesn't actually have any gems. Holy shit! Oh wait, no, there's one tiny one. It's on that little short sword Misericordia thing. Just on the little short sword, they've got a single gem. Singular little gem. I think I'm gonna use oil wash on this lady at some point. Not oil wash, oil... Well, it will be an oil wash, but it won't be a wash. I'll use it to panel line. Oh, this guy's got some. On his shoulder. Literally just the shoulder. Oh, and a little bit on the helmet. You know, I didn't think about it when I was building these guys, but the asymmetry on these models actually annoys me. And I know that's entirely my fault for building them the way I built them, because they didn't have to be asymmetrical. But at the time, I thought it looked cool. And now that I'm painting it, it really annoys me, because I'm searching for symmetry, damn it! Let me find my symmetry! Wow! Ah. Oh wait, hang on, this guy's also got a little sword on his thing. Last biker's gems. Ooh, really quick. So once I do the thing, I think I'll start doing all of the once I've finished all the gems, I'll do the eyes, and then I think I'll do all the little gold bits across the model. This guy does have one. And a little bit on the other. It's mostly going to be the eagle motifs across the miniature, and I mean that's where most of the gold is going to be. All the little eagle motifs across each of these miniatures, all the little icons. Might do a couple of the panels on the bikes in purple, just because they don't know, just to add a little bit more color to the miniatures. I feel like when most of the miniature is white or silver, it's a good idea to try and get more color on it if you can. This guy's bike does not have a gem. This guy's bike have a gem? Oh. God, this is part of the problem with this this particular paint, is that it shows everything up. So you can see little bits of fingerprint which I didn't see before, that were like, that just got glued from when I was like tanneling it when it was the glue was still drying. I've just got yeah. Night Lords are your favorite traitors, but Orcs is best. Probably acknowledging. Well, Vulcan was just chilling on the Feloned Homeworld. I don't think the Vulcan would do that, Mika. I don't think Vulcan would do that. I feel like I don't know where Vulcan is though. He could be. Who knows? This is my shield captain in Alaris Terminator armor. He is a bad bitch. As they say. Okay, what's next? This lady is done. I did one of these Terminators already, didn't I? Which one? This one. I've got 4 more Terminators to do with the green gems, and then the shield captain. Let's get these Terminators done. It's ever so slightly out of focus. I need to be consistent about how I hold the miniatures. Gem on the chest, gold gem on the forehead. And they've got little gems on this. Oh god, there's so many little gems. I thought this would be easy. I say that like it's not. These are all really easy to pick out. Just that there's a lot of them. Like, holy shit. You don't realize just how many little details are on these miniatures until you actually sit down and paint them. Speaking of which, can I do this guy's has a thing on there's a little gem here. I has little gem. I think this army's going to look fantastic when it's done, though. It's just going to take a little bit longer than I thought it might to get there. I do wonder if I can get ready for the tabletop today. I'm going to try. It's not the goal to finish it all today. If I can get it finished today, that'd be pretty sweet. If I can finish it today, I'll take it to a game in town next week. Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. I've never actually played a game with Custodes before. They look cool. They look pretty simple because, like, more elite armies, they don't have too many fancy tricks, so they're generally effective and relatively easy to learn. Which should be nice. Especially at lower point values, because, like, 1,000-point army is what the most that my local Games Workshop tends to play. I need to go to the other one, because there's another one on the other side of the river that does, like, special event games and stuff. I don't know. I think that'd be quite fun. I used to go to those kinds of events all the time, because in London, there was always something interesting going on at a Games Workshop. And that's where I used to play as a kid, mostly. Like, popping around between the different stores, because you could just... See you later, Eagle! I am the Bean Queen. Yes. Did I finish everything on this? See, I'm second guessing myself about whether or not I've finished all of the gems on these guys, but like, I just need to trust myself and just be thorough, and then I won't need to second guess myself about whether or not I've done stuff. All of the little gems, everything. So many. So many. I do hope I don't mess it up when it comes to doing all the non-metallic materials. I'm gonna go over thing with base coat of grey and then a highlight, and then do some more contrast paints to get the basic colors on like the leather material and stuff. But if I do, I've picked out a gold that should hopefully work quite well to go over any mistakes. I suppose, actually, it would make sense to have a different gold material for the ropes and all that stuff. First, have I done everything? That gem on this side. Always good to double check your miniature before you consider it finished. Always, because you never know what you might miss. Speaking of double checking, I just need to double check that I've done head gems on everything. Because some of them have head gems and some of them don't, and it really just bothers me when I find them after doing everything else on the miniature. Because you'd think I'd look at their heads. But sometimes, like this guy here, I just don't. People have this little gem in the middle of their head, and I'm just like, why? Why do you have that? Wow. Andy, hi, how are you doing? Katsini, your first time seeing a person paint on figurines in stream. Really? There's loads of people that do Warhammer painting on Twitch. I'm probably not the best painter in the world. My focus is all on getting things ready to use on the tabletop and looking good, like, for beginners, you know? Because there's so many content creators out there that focus on making things look amazing and doing competition level stuff on stream. But no, that's just not realistic for most people, and I just think, you know what? Let's just focus getting things ready for the tabletop and playing fun games with our toys, because that's all these are, really. These are fancy, overpriced toys. Whether we want to admit it or not, well... She's just trying to get through her pile of shame. That's true. That is true. I'm not even going to deny that. I'm not even going to deny that. And having a semi-regular stream where I do that really helps, honestly. Really helps. It's important to not let your pile of plastic crap build up too much. Because otherwise, you're just wasting money. Like... And I refuse to just let things I've paid for gather dust in a pile in the corner of this room. No, I'll paint them and then let them gather dust on the shelf. Well, why? Why am I like this, chat? I won't actually let them gather dust. I'll just, you know, play with the fucking toys because what they are. They are just big kid toys. And who doesn't like toys for big kids? I really do like this chrome effect, though. Okay, now I just have the shield captain with the pyrethite spear to do. One gem in the middle of that belt. Does she not have any other gems, really? I would have thought she'd have had loads, being a shield captain. Oh, of course, there's a tiny one on the forehead. There's always a tiny one on the forehead. Why is there always a tiny little one on the forehead that no one can even see? But then again, with a splash of colour in it, it becomes really obvious now. He's so shiny! Cool. Right, that is all the gems done. No more green. Green gone. Right. Nice and quick. Go through, nip around, do all the eye lenses. We'll do all the gold bits, and then we'll start. This is not going to take that long. This is not going to take that long. I'm still not sure that I'm going to get through the entire army in a night. But it'd be nice if I could. Pretty fucking cool if I could, actually. I've been building my Daughters of Cain because they never quite win the polls when I ask Discord, but they always like are in a close second. So I've been building more of them just in case it gets to the point where you guys actually vote for them to win the poll. I'm super excited for my my paint plan for them. They're going to be really nice, I think. Really, really nice. They're going to be done in like an inky comic style, black, white, and red, where because like they're a blood cult basically. So I feel like just doing that kind of art style, I'm gonna do all the base like look like they're fighting in a river of blood, and it's gonna look so edgy and so cool. And they're all gonna be hot goth chicks, because that's exactly what the Daughters of Cain are, really, aren't they? Because they're dark elves, literally. So yeah. Or at least they were before Age of Sigmar. They probably still are, in fact. Well. Don't fuck it up. God, I hate doing eyes. I hate doing eye lenses so much. Easier to do on Custodes than Space Marines, though. But yeah, welcome to the next 10-15 minutes of me stressing about fucking up eye lenses. Some people use toothpicks to do this bit, and I kind of get why, honestly. Maybe I should get some toothpicks just for this. Too late now, though. Maybe in the future. I suppose with the eye lenses, it's not the worst thing to have a little bit of overspill. Because you get a nice little bit of a glow effect from doing that, and my plan is to go over it later with UV, just a little dab, just to add a little bit of actual glow under UV light. Can't have too much paint on the brush for what I'm doing. If I have too much paint on the brush, everything goes badly. I'll do the other custodian before I move on to the terminate. I want to keep all the things together. You know? Masaku! Painting fingers stream. Yes, painting fingers is what we're doing today. How you doing? Are you having a nice day, Masaku? Can we get a shout out for Masaku? Okay. No, she doesn't have any islands because she's not got a helmet. Let's do the bikers. There are only 2 of them. I'm good. You just ate. Nice. I still haven't had dinner yet. I will have a food break at some point in the stream. I don't know when though. Kind of depends when Pink decides to cook. One. Have a sippy. Ah. Glorious Mumster. I got a lot of book reading chapters done for my audiobook tonight. So I've got another 3 chapters recorded. Edited 1, so I was able to push forward today's chapter. Release it early. Because I'd originally planned to do it tomorrow. But I was able to get out today. I've got tomorrow, a new one for tomorrow ready, and I need to edit one for Sunday and one for Monday. But I think it should be all in hand. Not very long chapters. Hopefully I can get it all done and then another one for Monday. I love how much you guys care about each other in the community. It's delightful. Appreciate you all. I'm glad I've built up such a lovely community of lovely people. Makes me happy. Okay, so I've got these 5 Terminators I need to do the eye lenses for. Then we'll get on doing the gold, which should be nice and simple. But yeah, I definitely think, like, just seeing this one that didn't have the black base coat next to the 2 that did, it's just night and day. Like, they just look so much better with the dark base coat. But I'm gonna leave this one as is, just because I don't like redoing models. I like to look at old ones, because then I remember what I learned from, like, the change in my method. At least it makes sense to me. I know a lot of people do like to repaint their models to make them the best they can be, which I get. I get. Sliv, hi! How you doing? You having a nice day? I hope so. It's always nice to see you in chat. We are doing the banana soldiers today. There's so many eyes. So many eyes! I might use some of the spare helmets from these guys that I've got for my Emperor's Children. Because the Emperor's Children always tried to imitate the Custodes. So I think it fits. And it would work with their aesthetic. And my plan is to take the, you know, the Nemesis Claw Night Lords kill team. Because there is some Emperor's Children aesthetic in there with some of the flayed skin. And my plan is to use a little bit of that to make some, I want to make some Emperor's Children. But I also know there's no point doing a full-on Emperor's Children army, because first of all, I already have word bearers for Chaos Space Marines. Second of all, they're going to have a brand new codex with a whole army range in like a year or something. So, what is the point in starting now when half the shit I make is going to be replaced anyway? But still, I kind of want to make a kill team for it. Maybe use some inspiration from Renegade's Lord of Excess. I've already planned stuff out. Like, I've got an idea for a Toricon-style kit bash. Which I'm going to use the Primaris Lieutenant for, and the Blade Champions... the Custodian Blade Champions arms. I've got an idea for kit bashing Xantine himself as well. I'm super excited for. Very excited for that. I don't know if I'll do it off-stream or on-stream. It's kind of just a personal project, honestly. But I'm doing my best not to buy any more Warhammer stuff, because I wanna finish everything. What would be the worst chapter to save you? Ooh, that's a good question. Worst Loyalist chapter to save you. Probably the Iron Hands or one of their successors, because, like, one of the worlds they liberated, they literally just turned into servitors to help them because they needed the servitors, lol. Or the Minotaurs. Yeah, Minotaurs are pretty horrid as well. Minotaurs are definitely up there in the, yeah, you don't want these guys to save you. Lol. Oh, Grey Knights, but they're not really a chapter in the same way other Space Marines are. But yeah, you wouldn't want Grey Knights to save you because the Inquisition would exterminate you for knowing about the Grey Knights, lol. And then you'd be fucked. Which, you know, everyone is happy about that. Everyone. Oh, okay, what am I doing next? Do I want to do the weapons? Do I want to do all the cabling and bits? Or do I want to just crack on with the gold? Because that's going to be the most intense and longest bit of this whole thing. I think I should just crack on and do the gold. And get it done and out of the way. Because, like... there's not... I'm not painting all of the armor in gold. I'm just going to do, like, bits of trim and details and finery. All the eagle motifs and all that stuff. Because I feel like... the chrome is not good. Like, it'll still be reflective with contrast paint. But it won't be mirror. If I paint over the chrome, it will lose a lot of its shine. Like, you still get some reflection on, like, the eye lenses and the emeralds I've painted. But it's not as shiny as the plain silver bits. I've heard that snakebite leather... hey, you performed well. Time to become a slave for us. Lol, yes. Exterminate equals save. Sometimes to the Imperium, that's so. Oh, have you seen the latest Tithes episode, by the way? So, these Kassakin elite guardsmen go and collect a tithe from other guardsmen who are fighting and dying against orcs. And the tithe they have to collect is they have to take all their ammo in the middle of an active war zone. And when they finally, and then you see these guardsmen fighting and dying to their last. And then when they deliver the tithe, the people in the Munitorum say, "Thank you for your tithe. We await the next tribute." And then as soon as they turn their backs, they say, "Jettison the whole block. The struts cannot take the weight of this new shipment." And it's just like, what the fuck? The Imperium is so messed up. Like, literally taking ammo from an active war zone just to destroy it. Just to destroy it. Like what? I like, how do you say anything to that? It's just so ridiculous in a way that only Warhammer can be. It's like they took the shipment, and it's just, yeah, I just don't have any words for like how messed up that moment was. And the guardsman is just like, that delivered it is just like, wait, what? Because like, they've just lost a bunch of friends trying to get this delivery to them. And they literally had to tell a bunch of people to literally just hand over all their weapons and ammo and fucking die. Just for it all to go to waste. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, the Imperium still finds new ways to leave me gobsmacked by its ridiculousness. And I kind of love it. Yeah, Snakebite Leather is actually, over Metallic, is actually, like, the best gold color. I thought Nazdrag Yellow was pretty solid, but this is a gorgeous tone. Administratum denial of weaponry, so it seems, yeah. Well, don't know the context. Yeah, basically, so the tithes are like set deliveries and tributes that need to be paid per sector to various elements of the Imperium in order to maintain its function. So the whole web series Tithes on Warhammer Plus is kind of exploring facets of it. So there's different ways the tithe is paid. Like, for example, Gene Seed for the Adeptus Custodes is one example of the tithe, and the first example of the tithe, which carries on with a direct sequel from Pariah Nexus featuring the same characters. Really cool, actually. I really like tithes. And getting to see our boy Sakan again. And the second one is about tithes to the Golden Throne, because, you know, every day 1,000 souls have to be sacrificed to the Golden Throne in order to keep the Emperor alive and keep the Astronomicon lit. Did you pack your shovel? The shovel boys, yes. Everyone loves Krieg. I'm very excited to see what they do for Krieg next year, because apparently they're getting the Death Calls of Krieg are getting a full model release in plastic. Which, I know a lot has been rumored for a long time and was confirmed recently by Games Workshop to be like, yeah. So I'm excited to see that. I don't really play Imperial Guard. My thoughts are just it's too many models, but I will have some Guard because I've got the Combat Patrol magazine subscription. So I might as well, if I like playing the Combat Patrol, I might as well just like have a look and see if they're cool models, you know? I just like cool models, honestly. Like, yeah. I was leaning way too close to the thing, so the camera lost the tracker stopped tracking. God, the Darktide soundtrack is so good. I will do a consumption of liquid. I will hydrate. Yeah, no, Krieg. Krieg are cool. So Krieg had this big civil war trying to secede from the Imperium ages and ages and ages ago, if I remember right. And so they ended up irradiating their world to defeat the rebels. But because their world was, you know, seen as potentially traitorous, the entire planet was basically put into mandatory service in the Astra Militarum, or the Imperial Guard, as they are commonly known. But yeah, their planet is so fucked up that they're pretty much all clones or something at this point. Death Corps are pretty fucked up. Though, the sad thing about the Death Corps is that they originally were just a regiment in the Armageddon Steel Legion, and then, Forge Wealth, in order to make money, decided to make them their own thing. Then everyone forgot about the Armageddon Steel Legion, because they didn't get the shiny new models, which is really sad, because the Armageddon Steel Legion range was amazing in the 90s. And that was in 3rd edition, during the Crusade for Armageddon, where they introduced Black Templar rules for the first time, and they had new Gas Cult, Thraka, and new Orc Rangers. They introduced rules for the Salamanders for the first time. It was really cool. It was a really good time to be a Space Marine collector, and just a Warhammer fan in general. Like, they had really cool narrative campaign events throughout that summer. I really liked it. I don't know if they do big events like that anymore, though. I think it's mostly just localized Crusade campaigns and the results of those. I really like that gold tone. Very cool. It contrasts really well with the brightness of that polished silver look that the rest of it has. Yeah, I like that. Forgewell, give us plastic Custodes tanks. Yes, I agree. You also take plastic jump units. Yes, I agree. I agree. I'm sure they'll migrate to plastic at some point. But I don't know, like, Games Workshop is a bit weird about having armies with rangers that cross both Horus Heresy and 40k. But they're being a little bit more generous to knight players and people who play Custodes. I think it's because they know that without having that crossover, the Rangers, like, they just don't really work that well as factions, because they need those units to function, or to have things for certain jobs in an army. Okay, yeah, no, doing this might take a bit longer than I thought it would. But that's fine. No, I think I'm just going to do the tacits completely in there. Yeah, I think I might as well just do the tacits completely in gold. Just get that done quickly. I don't think it looks bad. Have a bit of a gold bit there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get these finished today. I was really thinking I could before, but then now that I've gotten to the meat of it, I realise that that's overly ambitious. And I'm not going to stress myself out about that. You know? Do what I can in a day. See what comes of it. If I don't finish these this week, I will finish them next week, I'm sure. The real question is, what would you guys like to see me do after I've done the Custodes? I feel like it's either going to be more Chaos or Daughters of Cain. But there was another choice that came up very close behind. Actually, no, it was Daughters of Cain and Chaos. Kind of had like that joint second, third place after Custodes. Custodes only won by 1 vote as well, which I was shocked by because no one really voted for the Custodes last time I did a poll. They just came out of nowhere to seal the win. But that's cool. I like that you guys like to explore different elements of Warhammer. Do my painting and shit. What is Age of Sigmar? Age of Sigmar is the game that happened... It's the sequel to Warhammer Fantasy Battle. It's a bit like it's another skirmish... it's not a skirmish game, but it's like Warhammer 40k, but in fantasy, kind of, is the best way to describe it. The easiest way to describe it. Because basically the Warhammer Fantasy Battle had its big apocalypse event, and basically the gods that survived that apocalypse event made a new world. And then eventually the gods of chaos found this place, and then they started having war. Therefore, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, lol. Think of it as like a sequel, but not quite a sequel, because it's like there's a lot of similar. There are some returning characters, but it's like it's a very different beast. It plays differently. It's not about big formation fighting like the old. I loved that about the old world, by the way. Loved big formation army sequences. I don't know why, but it just does something. It gives me good brain chemicals to see big formations of armies do fighting and to plan that out on a tabletop. Like, it just does the nice brain chemicals for me. So I'm super excited to get back into the old world at some point. I'm still not sure if I want to buy any of the army boxes, honestly, because I don't think that they're particularly... I don't know. I don't actually know if there's anything in them I actually really want. Which is the big issue. Like, I guess Chaos Warriors would be nice to have. But, like, I don't know. I don't really want Chariots, because Chariots have always been kind of, like, not to my taste. I never really liked Chariots. I just always thought they were kind of mid. Both in terms of modeling and painting and just on the tabletop. Like, I get why people like them, but for me, they were never my jam. Never once my jam. And it was like that ever since I was a kid, and it's still like that now. Do not like Chariots in Fantasy Battle. Don't know why. It's big. Armies are big. People enjoy having big-ass army. It's sheer power. You're thinking of... Yeah! Kinda. It's nice having that, like, moving big formations up the board, like movement trays and stuff as well. It feels like you're actually a general, like, commanding an army. It's a good time, good feeling, good vibes. I think I'm gonna do the wardens and two of the characters first, with the gold. Yeah, let's do the Vexilla. Vexilla's got lots of stuff to do. Mostly the Vexilla itself, which is just gonna be nice, super easy in gold. Don't have to worry because we've got contrast paints and it's been zenithal primed. So I can just, like, mess it, just be super, just chill, spread it around, slather it all up in that shit. And if there's a bit too much paint on it, then I can just sweep it off and move it on to the next bit. One thing I do quite like about this paint, the chrome paint I've used, is that it doesn't quite let paint adhere to it straight away. So you can brush some of it away and create that, like, silver highlight on the edges of stuff if you get to it quick enough. Or you're a bit rough with the brush. Which I think looks fantastic, honestly. But that's just my opinion, man. Like, it's just very easy to work with, honestly. You get good results with very minimal effort, which I think is really important for hobby supplies to be able to deliver. Because we only have so much time in the day for this hobby. Like, I only spend, like, one day a week actually doing hobby stuff, and that's usually on stream. Or I might spend a little bit of time while I'm playing D&D and stuff, building stuff in the background to work on. Because, like, I don't do this full time. God, wouldn't it be cool to actually get, like, free products from Games Workshop someday? No chance. I am not at that stage yet. Both as a streamer and in terms of, like, my painting skill. Well, one day maybe. Also, if you didn't hear, I got a YouTube partner, my first 1,000 subs the other day. Super exciting. Most popular stuff on YouTube is actually just the Warhammer book readings I do. Didn't expect it, but I think that's going to be my YouTube niche, is yeah, no, I read books. I read Warhammer books. I don't do deep dives into the lore or anything like that. I just read the books and review and talk about what I liked, what I disliked. But generally speaking, the books I read are books I'm already excited to read. So, like, I just have a good time reading the books. So I'll very rarely have much of a critique. Now, I have to say, Rich McCormick on Renegade's Lord of Excess does an amazing job at making me want to play Emperor's Children. Well, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Hell yeah! Fuck, what's that channel called again? What is that channel called? That guy who does the fucking movie, the screenwriters thing. Oh god, I can't remember. I used to watch his stuff all the time, and I've not seen any of his videos for ages. I've just remembered, like, shit, I need to watch some of his stuff. I'm sure he's done loads of stuff since the last time I saw his videos. Unless he quit. Did he quit? Hey, Deadfire, how you doing? Pitch meeting, yes! Pitch meeting. Fuck yeah. I will get on that shit. I think the last pitch meeting I read was, like, I watched was, like, when they did Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movie with all the, with Tobey Maguire and all that shit. God, that was years ago. Holy fuck. My god. Time really does fly. And you don't even notice it. I don't notice it. And again, I'm oblivious to many things, lol. Some say it's a superpower. Others say it's just inattentiveness. You decide. I do think I'm going to stick with the plan of just doing the tassets in pure gold. Just because I think it adds a nice little break up to all the silver. In a place that's not really, like, a key part of the miniature. It's not like it's going to draw your attention there. It just adds a splash of colour. And it'll contrast nicely with the Sigvald Burgundy that we're going to do on the robes and stuff as well. I think that'll look nice. I reckon it'll look nice. It'll be a nice, like, yellow to sort of purplish red kind of contrast. Bye, Mika! Oh wait, no, not you, Mika. Bye, Andy. I hope you have a lovely day. And thank you for dropping by. It's always nice to see you. Yes. Okay, what am I doing? Another tacit? I do sometimes misread chat. I don't mean to. It's just hard to keep up sometimes, especially when my focus is on something else. It's hard to multitask with reading. But this is why I'm very grateful for my mod team for always taking the time to support me. You guys are great, and I really appreciate you, and I probably wouldn't be able to do this without you. Would that this eventually became a full-time job where I could start employing people, I would legit do my best to make sure I could pay mods to do all that work. Because mods do a ton of work. Like, and it is work. Whether, like, people are willing to call it that or not. Volunteer work, but it is work. Wow. Is there a good entry point in the books? A good entry point for which books? I'd say pick something that you're interested in and let that be your entry point. I would say my first book to start with, getting back into Warhammer fiction, for Warhammer 40,000 was The Lion, Son of the Forest. Because you have the lion as a point of view character. I think it's a great book because he's a point of view character and he is returning to a galaxy he doesn't know. So it gives you a big explanation of everything that's going on in a way that fits and feels natural and doesn't, like, info dump too much. Because you get that from the point of view of a character in a way that's natural. So you get both the story and the context, and you get it in a way that's digestible. Mike Brooks also absolutely crushed it with that book. Like, did such a good thing. I looked you up and I don't even have a basement at all. I live on a single floor flat. God, if I had a basement, I reckon I'd probably stream in it, to be honest. Because, like, then I could be as loud as I wanted and no one would give a shit. Because it's in the basement. I mean, I say this. My neighbors probably don't give a shit about how loud I am anyway, because God knows they make all kinds of noise at shit o'clock in the morning. Lol. Yeah, I don't like where I live. I need to move. I need to move. I need to prioritize, like, VTuber re-debut, new model, new rebrand, all that stuff. Lore video and shit. And then I need to get the Warlord Titan, because I've committed to that now. I've actually committed to getting a Warlord Titan, which is crazy. Absolutely insane. I don't know why I've decided to do that. Next year, I'm so excited for Warlord Titan, though. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be like a project that will take months and months and months to, like, do all the magnetizing and assembly. Because the whole point of the Warlord Titan is that you can open it up and see all the crew inside. And then there's another bit of me that's like, I really should just not do that. And I should just glue it shut and never let anyone see the fact that I've the inner Titan frame. Because that's a lot of work. Like, so much work. And yet, there's another bit of me that really wants to. Because it's just a marvel of engineering, honestly. Both in terms of fiction and in terms of, like a model and a miniature kit. To, like, it's so cool and so, like, intricate and detailed. And it's just a bit fascinating to look at when you examine one of these things up close. And I hope that when I show you guys the build, you all will get on board with that. A serious detail for a mech model with extra models. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hi, Punk. I could eat. Lol. Yes. Lol. You wanted to steal my monster. Look, I didn't have a nap. I didn't sleep for like 3 hours in the afternoon.
I didn't mean to sleep for that long.
Wow.
Right, you got snot on your thing now. How do you do it? Don't wipe it on my shirt! Pickles.
Denied.
Hi, chat.
Lol. The Punk are coming in. But yeah, like, also, with the Warlord Titan, the whole point is that you can disassemble it and, like, show off the inside. So you can literally take off all the armor plating and swap out the weapons. It's going to be a really cool project for next year. I'm absolutely terrified because it's also incredibly expensive. Like, I should probably move before I buy a Warlord Titan to a nicer place. And yet, there's the bit of me that also says be a VTuber and be financially irresponsible. Because that's what VTubing is, lol. I don't even want to move far. I just want to move to a place that's just a little bit nicer than this. Like... It doesn't have to be a bigger flat. It just has to be a different area that's hopefully not too much more expensive. Window. Don't you know that denying energy drinks for your cat girl is neglect? Look, there wasn't an energy drink to deny. She has more energy drinks in the fridge, okay? She can go and get them if she wants to have energy drink. I'm not like... I'm literally on the other side of the fucking thing. She just always... Every time I have an energy drink, she always fucking has to have a little scavenge. Like, take bits of my energy drink. It's just how it works, okay? It's not my fault she literally snossed and she lost in her nap time. You live in a place where there's a big shed, you're taking over 300 square meters and it's used as a workshop, someone and asking me to rent it out for a good price so they can play Warhammer 40k. Holy shit. That's a really big place. Ponk and I are going to get some fold-away tables so we can set up some Warhammer 40k games in this room. And we'll do it occasional, probably on the hobby day, we'll probably do occasional, like, 40k games. Maybe once in a blue moon have a guest over to, like, do a stream. The issue is trying to get terrain and all that stuff sorted, because that takes time. It's all a lot of time, really. All about the amount of time we've got to, like, do stuff. Long as you're checking if your food isn't poisoned, lol. I mean, she'd be a bit late to check if my food is poisoned, because, like, you know... She's, like, if it was poisoned, it'd be too late, because I've already drank it all. So, yeah, well... Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing this off stream, aren't I? I always end up doing that every now and again. I didn't notice it. Have I got to do these love eagles on the other one as well? I better do. Do I? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I do. Ah! I did them on this one. How did I forget about to do them on the Vexilla? Wow. Quickly do this. Okay, that's that done. Now what do I need to do? Let's do the chesty chest. One moment. Okay. I just wanted to double check. Soundtrack hadn't gone on to something weird because I hadn't recognized that song. But they do update this playlist with new Darktide tracks. Hmm. always end up painting off. SSF, hi! How are you doing? Sorry I didn't see you there. I hope you have a lovely time. You'll be back whenever Space Marine 2 is back. That's fair. We're doing some painting right now. But no, you're not late to stream, SSF. We're doing some painting right now. We are painting some Warhammer instead of playing Space Marine 2. I'm so sorry. It's hard to keep track of chat sometimes because it's a very strange setup I've got here. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. It's always nice to see you in chat. Wow, I'm sorry I didn't see you until now. Oh god, that's way too much paint on that. I quite like Custodes. They're very cool models. Like, yeah. Oh, this is gonna take a little while. See, there's one bit of cauldron trim on this side. I think that's this guy done. And we can quickly move on to the next one. How does one achieve bad bitch status? You simply behave as a bad bitch, Mika. And what is a bad bitch? Only you can understand. Only you can know what a bad bitch is. When you know a bad bitch, you will see a bad bitch. But no two bad bitches are the same. Facts. Like any other persona, fake it till you make it. That's true. That is true. Ultimately, we are who we choose to be. Okay, one last Custodian Warden, and then I guess I will do the Blade Champion and the Shield Captain. And then I don't know if I want to do the Biker Bitches or if I want to do the Terminators. Either way, that's going to be a lot of gold. ever get an overspill on contrast paint, you can just use a wet brush, wick it away. Oh, there's no stain at all. Just don't be like Jill Kate and abandon friends. Nobody needs to abandon friends. No one should abandon friends. What? But there may be times where you can't be there for your friend. It doesn't mean you abandon them. Sometimes life takes you in different directions than your friends, which is always sad. But it's important to make time when you can. This crap. Had the mods check as it was deemed to be a huge hate speech. Lol. God. Auto mod is just a little bit. It just wants to make sure that nothing bad is said in Twitch, because otherwise Twitch mods are like Twitch mods, not my mods, are just a bit bleh. Oh no! But I thought I'd ruined that emerald there. Oh. Do I want to do the shoulder pads in burgundy like I'm going to do the robes? Or do I want to leave them silver? What do we think, chat? Because I'm not sure. I feel like it would look good if I did them in burgundy. But I'm also not sure if it's worth it. Like, worth the extra effort. I feel like it would look good. This stream is nice. You got to see things. I'm glad you're enjoying it. See you later, Katsini. It's always nice to see you in chat. I hope you have a lovely day. It's nice. It's a good bit of a hobby. It's very relaxing, honestly. Like, I like how many people both appreciate getting to see this and also have gotten into the hobby after I started doing these streams. It's just really nice getting to share the things you enjoy with people, you know? It's important to always have a space that you can share things. Okay. This was pretty quick. Maybe I'm just getting used to how I'm doing this, so I'm just getting a bit quicker at it. But this felt very quick compared to the last ones. Yeah, I think I'm getting used to, like, replicating this thing. Unfortunately, that was the last one that's uniform. Wah! Okay, Blade Champion. I love the Blade Champion model. It looks so cool. Like, he's got his dual swords, like the one held in reverse grip. The Vault swords look amazing. Like, such a hype miniature. Ooh. Got to do these little bits here. Gonna do his giant belt buckly thing. No one can see because there's a big sword in front of it. And I'm gonna do his other tasset. Not do that off screen. I know I sometimes do. What else? What else? What else? Birdie bird on the back of his armor. You've returned. You Loki might need that premium catnip. Lol. Enjoy the premium catnip, Mika. I have catnip for the cats, but I haven't opened it yet. Haru, the really fluffy one, saw the catnip and started cuddling to it, but I never opened the packet. She stares at it every now and then, wanting to get high. Funny. Because the reason I bought the catnip because it was the birthday donathon goal where it was gonna be a new chat redeem if you did it, just like how you guys can feed the cats treats. You can go smoke some nip. Oh, enjoy, damn it. Isn't this like the antithesis to coffee, though? Yeah, we don't have that here. I know it's like legal in America and stuff. And in bits of Europe. Why is the UK always so backwards about stuff when everywhere else, like, is fine with it? Like, what? Fun fact, by the way, if you smoke it, catnip is psychoactive for humans as well. It was actually used by shamans before it was a novelty for cat owners. Huh! I did not know that. I'm not entirely sure I would like to try it, if I want to be honest. What even is the active ingredient in catnip? Catnip is just weed, isn't it? But for cats. I feel like it is just cat weed, right? Am I imagining that? To be fair, even in America, there's lots of places you can't get it legally. Like, you could get a prescription for it where you live, but you have to go 2 hours west if you want to buy it from a retail location. That's so bizarre. It must be really confusing and inconvenient in America, like, because, like, you kind of have, like, like, each state has its own laws, and, like, you've got countries inside of countries, and it just gets a bit like, what is okay in one place is not necessarily going to be okay a little bit of a drive down the way. It seems kind of crazy. Yeah. I really like this model. It's just very cool. Like, I think it's just one of the coolest miniatures Games Workshop has made. Like, from the posing and all the little details, it just oozes cool, you know? And it's not over the top either. Like, it's just... He's just gonna do a chop. He's coming at ya. He's so shiny as well. I love it. I love how shiny this guy is. And now this guy. I kit bashed this guy with some Stormcast legs. So I got the new thing in the Auric Champions box set, and I literally just cut him in half because I was like, I don't like the way the legs make him look. So I thought like making him look a bit more upright was the way to go. He does still feel a bit top heavy, but I don't know. I don't think it looks bad proportionally. He might have skipped a leg day here or there though. That's just my headcanon. Something that Zaza that makes you go meow meow meow. That Neko Kush will make you go so. You'll run around your living room looking for a place to puke on the carpet. The cat will make you play the yarn ball for hours. Oh, you know what happened first thing in the morning, chat? Fucking one of the Haru just puked. Like, I was like getting. I had just woken up, fed the cats, did my thing, and Haru just strolls over, starts doing this weird meow, and then just literally just throws up all of the breakfast she just ate. Not even started to be digested. It looked like a solid pack of cat food, like straight out of the packet. I was so unimpressed. I just have to clean it up and put it in the bin. I was like, bruh, why would you waste the food like that? Fucking cats. She did it all over the fucking carpet as well. So unimpressed. First thing in the morning, it's what I had to deal with. God. No one needs to deal with fucking cat vom first thing in the morning. And meanwhile, Ponk be sleeping through it all. Lol. Wow. At least, like, she does this weird warning meow. Like, she has one very specific meow as if to announce, I'm about to throw up, lol. And she's not sick either. She's just fine. Every now and then she just fucking pukes, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with her. She doesn't have any other symptoms, and she seems, like, fine. She runs around, she's chilling, she's eating healthily. Just every now and then she just throws up. Usually it's because she's got a hairball. Usually. But other times it just happens for no fucking reason. Fucking cats, I swear to God. Why are they like this? They're such lovely creatures, and then they just fucking puke on your shit. And I'm like, why? For no apparent reason. I'm sure there is a scientific explanation for why cats do that. There's got to be, right? Why do cats randomly throw up? I feel like... Yeah, you can Google this and educate me, right? I believe in you. Or do I really want chat to be the ones educating me on why my cats puke every now and again for no apparent reason? Lol. Ah. Hey, Mika. I think I will have this rope also be in gold, because that's just gonna look nice. Just gonna look nice. Little tassely tassel, right? think I accidentally rubbed off some of the green on that emerald from earlier. Must have touched it while it was still drying. I'll do that. I'll just add that to it after this. After I finish all the gold on this miniature. There's one slight problem with this, is how hydrophobic the chrome paint can be at times. The paint. It just decides sometimes, no, I don't want this paint to be on me. And just seems to like repel it. Yeah, it's like it's really this particular model is like really repelling some of the paint. A little bit annoying. I really hope I'm not gonna have to go over all of the other ones because like it does it when I'm not looking. Devil May Cry is getting an anime. Holy shit, that's sick. Any idea where which studio is doing it? Fucking love DMC. No, I still oh shit, yeah, I forgot Champ bought me all the fucking Devil May Cry collection, didn't they? I need to play that at some point. Maybe my next like streamathon kind of deal. I will play it. I really like snakebite leather over metallic, like over silver for gold. Like it just looks really good. It's like there's no special techniques in it. It's just a nice like simple coat, and it just gets all of the right kind of levels and properties for a nice rich deep gold. Netflix and Studio Mir. Who's Studio Mir? I feel like I know what Studio Mir also worked on. I can't like I don't. They're not a studio I know off the top of my head, but if they're working with Netflix, they've probably worked on something I've seen and probably liked. In all honesty. Also, did you hear? Apparently, there's going to be a new Cyberpunk's anime at some point for Netflix. I don't know if it's going to be a tie-in to the old one, or if it's going to be a completely separate story, or if it's going to be a tie-in to the game. Pisma, okay. Yeah. Thank you for the Pisma. I now have Pisma. I will consume Pisma after I do this. There's a bit of me that kind of wants to leave this shield as like a mirror shield. I think that would look really cool. Yeah, I think I will. Quickly finish this guy off, and then I will devour my pizza before the cats try and steal it. And they will try and steal it, because that's what the cats do! Whoa. I really like this model. It's just a very cool model. There's so much to do though. Bits. The Witcher Legend of Korra. Oh shit, that's a real... Yeah, no, I love The Witcher. Is that The Witcher Night of the Wolf? I love that anime. And I did enjoy The Legend of Korra. Cool, so they're a great studio. That should be fantastic then. Cool, I'm excited for that. That should be really fun. Wonder what Devil May Cry anime would be. I imagine it'll do like an origin story of Dante and all that stuff again. And Dante and Virgil doing their thing. I really need to play the Devil May Cry games at some point. Okay. I just need to do the shoulder pad and then I will take my food break very quickly. The single shoulder pad with the giant eagle on it. Nice and quick, because it's very clear all the bits I need to paint are. Okay, nearly done. Yeah, I think that looks great. Yeah, I'm gonna wash my brush. Make sure I've got this warp lightning there, so I remember to do the emerald on that belt. Bunch of pizza. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a great... Nightmare of the Wolf was a great, great show. Movie. Yeah, send me the tweet, Metal. I'm excited. I'm excited. Ooh, there's a good pizza. There are many different cheeses in it, and I can taste the difference between each one. That's a nice pizza. I don't know, it's some fancy thing. And we picked it up today in the shop. Or yesterday in the shop, because it was like... The shop is no longer selling this pizza, so they were just clearing out stock, so everything was super cheap. It's got multiple cheeses and multiple types of pepperoni, so I'm happy. Oh, they got a trailer for it. Oh, that looks cool. Ooh, I like that. Oh my god, the way they do the motion. Oh, it looks fantastic. April premiere. That's exciting. But that's like half a year away. That's so long. Wow. I know, Metal. But like knowing Netflix, they've done this announcement trailer now. They'll do absolutely nothing to hype it up until after it's on Netflix. And everyone will forget about it. That's my problem with it, them doing an announcement now. It's because Netflix are notorious for not hyping up anime. Like, no one fucking knew. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean. How many different seasons of it came out without not a single word from Netflix? Like... Netflix kind of sucks with announcements overall. Yeah, no, that's fair, Metal. That is a fair assessment. Ooh. Hi, Mika. Plush, they locked your mom out of your family again. How? How did they do that? Someone must have goofed in a big way. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot they made it so you can't change passwords. That's share passwords. That's bullshit. You remember when Netflix's ad campaign was "Love is sharing passwords"? Fucking hell. I don't know, Mika. I don't know. It depends on the context, lol. What even is Big Mouth? Okay. Pizza has been consumed. I'm gonna wash my hands quickly and get drunk. I'll be back in a sec, chat. When I took my I'm back. When I took my drink through, when I took the pizza, the plate through, Punk had like a little Joker smile made out of pizza sauce on her face. Very cute. A shitty animated series about kids being horny. Oh. That sounds mid as fuck. That sounds like the most mid show ever conceived. Like, also, that's not even an original fucking concept. You want pizza? It is. Just looked over it. Trigger is asleep on your beanbag and has somehow pulled the blanket up with her. It was on the floor, now she's tucked in. Oh, that's so cute! You must enjoy the warmth. Oh, gonna get this emerald. Yeah, warp lightning next to snakebite leather on metallic. It just looks, it's a good combo. It looks really good together. Hang on, I need to adjust the focus again. I do like this setup over using a webcam. The only issue is like the autofocus is kind of a bit shit, but when you use manual focus, it's perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking jet bikes next. Yeah, I think jet bikes. Mostly because the jet bikes have a lot of room for me to just fuck around with, because they've got these massive bits. Like these giant eagles on the front, which will be sick and easy to do. And once the jet bikes are done in gold, I will do the Terminators in gold. And then I guess I'll do all the weapons. Yeah. All the weapons nice and quick. Can you house pizza? I ate all the pizza. Well, you cannot house pizza. It's mid as fuck, and having underage people being kind of sexualized is just weird. Yeah, but Netflix has story with shit like that. For example, what the hell is Cuties? I've never heard of Cuties before. But I do think I know what you mean, like sex education, for example. But at the same time, it's like, it's important that there are shows kind of like that. Cuties is a show about pregnant children. Oh, Jesus. Oh, pageant children. Oh, God. Is that like a drama? Or is it like celebrating that shit? Because I don't like that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just me. Like, I know it's an American thing, but I don't know. Child beauty pageants to me are just a bit strange in concept. Like, let kids be kids, you know? Cuties was basically softcore. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with people? Who signs up on this shit? Oh my God. Who says, oh yeah, this is something we want on our network? Like, what the hell? I know, like, America has some stuff in their culture that's a little bit odd compared to, like, I don't know, every nation has stuff that's culturally a bit odd to other nations. I suppose that's part of what makes each culture a bit unique. But I don't know. That does sound a bit wrong. I never got to do this as a child, so I'm gonna force my kid into these so as to live vicariously through. Oh, it's that kind of thing. Oh. 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 Don't live through your kids. No child likes that. They'll end up resenting you. Like, your kids are their own people. Let them have their dreams. And other things I wish I could tell my parents before, when they were still around. Well, God, I love the armor on these biker guys. Like, it just looks really cool the way they've got this, like, shroud with the eagle around their helmet. Like, it's such a cool thing. Cuties is a movie that is a critique of how young we start sexualizing girls, and they did it by blatantly sexualizing a bunch of preteens. Oh, God. That's, I suppose it's, like, a critique on it, but, like, it's very in your face and kind of, like, feels like it doing it that way does kind of defeat the purpose of the message, because it helps normalize that shit, rather than, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's not the kind of thing I would like to be associated with. I'm not sure who would, honestly. Not to mention the physical and mental health issues they now have as a result. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't even think about that stuff. Fucking hell. Well, this suddenly became very serious, chat. Can we, What's less dramatic going on in Netflix land or in TV? Just in general. I don't watch TV. What's your favorite anime of the current season? I'm really enjoying The Elusive Samurai. And also the new Terminator anime on Netflix is fucking amazing and you should definitely watch it. Stone Ocean sucks. It's the worst part of JoJo. Is it? I don't know. I was kind of enjoying the first arc. Then I forgot that it existed when arcs 2 and 3 came out. Because Netflix did not tell me it was done. And then by the time it actually got out, I was just like, I just didn't care enough. Like, I feel like JoJo is the kind of show that's best enjoyed when you are not sober. If I want to be real with you. Like, I tried to rewatch JoJo 1 sober, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It just wasn't that good. It has fantastic art, and it can be funny. Like, but it's just a show that's good because of its silly memes, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's more. I feel like it should be more than this. I mean, it does have great art, though. I will never knock the art. It's fantastic art. Which is your TV for the most part. That's valid. You liked Stone Ocean in its manga form, not so much as anime. You have forced yourself through part 1 of JoJo anime. What the fuck is with you just saying stuff about JoJo? It's best enjoyed with someone. No, I never said it was best enjoyed with someone. I didn't. I'm just saying I didn't enjoy JoJo. I didn't enjoy JoJo season 1 when I tried to watch it when I was yeah, when I was sober. I just didn't think it was that good. Like, it's just like the writing is a bit shit. I'll be honest. And I feel like it just tries too hard to be absurd for the sake of absurdity. And it's just, yeah, it's just like, there's only so much I can take before my disbelief is just shattered, lol. But that's just me. Season 1 is mid. Season 2 is better. Season 1 is mid. Season 5 is Golden Wind, right? I did quite like Golden Wind. It just felt like a completely different show to the rest of JoJo, but in like the best way possible. I didn't like Jotaro Kujo when he was first introduced, honestly. But he kind of grew on me as the battle in Egypt kind of kicked off and that whole season kind of progressed. Ooh, I just realized there's these little eagle heads on the back here. What else do I want to do in gold? I think it's just the big old eagle on the front, really. Oh, these biker guys look amazing. Like, these are sick models. Why don't they have better rules? Because no one uses these, because apparently they're awful. But, like, they're sick models and should definitely be used more. Jotaro is a good character. You see him grow through part 3 and then get to see him again in part 4. Yeah. Yeah. And he's in at the start of Stone Ocean, but then he's not in Stone Ocean because Stone Ocean plot, lol. It's like he's so powerful, they have to find a way to make him a backup character or write him out of the situation because he's got the world, doesn't he? The world is like the best stand, apparently. I don't know. The world also seems kind of limiting, like, despite how good it seems to be. Hi! Zeta the cat, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you're having a nice time. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you have a nice time here. It's not limiting. With training, Dio was able to make it last longer. Jotaro reached the same level in just a couple of tries. He really put his mind into it. He could make it last long. Hmm, that's fair. I honestly can't remember that much about the Battle of Egypt. Oh, thank you, Zeta. Rai, hi. How are you doing? We are painting some Adeptus Custodes for our Warhammer. You know, like Custodes Nutio. Got him. They got him. But yeah, we are doing a lot of gold stuff, and then we are gonna do some other metallic bits, and then when that's all done, we are gonna do some cloth bits. Of course, it all really depends on how much we actually get done before it gets too late to keep painting, because I have work in the morning. Wow. So I will have to end in a couple of hours eventually. But it's been done pretty quickly so far, so who knows? I will need to base these guys probably off stream though. But the bases are all already made. They're just a vinyl marble glued onto bases and then trimmed into shape. Because like, marble is hard to do, and it's just such a time saver to do it now. Oh, I forgot to do the tassets on this side. Yeah. Oh, actually, I can do this angle. I need to check out the Darktide update at some point. I've heard nothing but good things about it from the community. I think that looks okay. Let's do the next bike. JoJo does try to take itself too seriously. It does, lol. That's why you prefer Golden Wind. No care for the Joestar lineage and shit. Just lots of fights and ridiculous solutions to them. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did quite like Golden Wind. It was just like... It just felt like a fresh take on JoJo. It was nice to get that. Because... It's just been a little bit samey from one thing to the next. I do wonder if that JoJo is gonna... If Giorno Giovanni is gonna show up again in the future. It would be cool if he did. But I imagine given given what happens at the end of Stone Ocean, he probably won't. Because it reboots the whole, from what I understand, it reboots the whole franchise into something new, doesn't it? Ooh, I forgot this gem on this. No, you don't. You do it all in gold. Gold. Paint, 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 paint. Get gold, get gold. Golden Wind also allowed the most interesting fights with how diverse the group stands were. Giorno could lose limbs in fights. Bukirati could zip himself apart. Mister could ricochet bullets. It all was a lot of new stuff for the series. Yeah. Yeah. It was really cool. I really liked Golden Wind. I do feel like sometimes the stands just they get so ridiculous sometimes, though it's very hard to like understand it all. Get it? Understand it all? Why do I do this, chat? uh, Good one. Lol. It was not a good one. Let's be honest, chat. It was awful. I don't know why I do this. But I know you guys forgive me for my shit jokes. Why you're all here? For the most part. Well. What am I doing, chat? I'm doing this bit here is what I'm doing. That's her hair. I need to, like, do her face at some point. That's not gonna be fun. You don't think any of Goldenman's stands were super confusing? No, it's more just like there are so many stands, it's hard to keep track of stuff. And like, they could probably just reuse a stand they've used before. And people probably wouldn't notice without like having to Google this shit and look it up and do research. Which I think would be kind of funny. But every stand is meant to be unique, isn't it? Like, no two stands... Actually, no, that's not true, because Jotaro had the world just like Dio. They both had the same stand. Or similar versions of the same stand. Okay. Let's put the little Imperial Eagle up here. Then this little bit in here. Okay, what's next? Ooh, I just realized I'm gonna need to do these panels. I'll do them in blue, like how I'm gonna do the weapons. I think that'll look nice. Yeah. Ah, ah, oh no! Oh! Ah! Paint on finger while handling wet paint on finger while handling miniature is hard to dangerous. Wow. Gun stand was also in part 3. Whole horse. Similar, but was because Dio had stolen body and him getting the stand made Jojo get the stand, so maybe that's why they were similar. Oh, that's true. That's true. You know what I don't get? How did Joseph Joestar? Not jo is it? You know the one in JoJo 2. How did he is he Jonathan or Joseph? I can't remember. But how did he know about Dio? Because that's never brought up when in his arc in JoJo 2, like ever. But suddenly he knows. I guess it's just there for plot convenience, isn't it? Yeah. He learned from Speedwagon. Oh, that makes sense. I forget that Speedwagon was actually still alive back then. I can't believe how much money the Speedwagon Foundation actually made in order to, like, stay afloat through history. Like, what the fuck did Speedwagon do? I thought he was just, like, some gangster or something. Like, South London. Did I forget to trim some of this flash off? Well, I must have. That's annoying. Oh well, it's too late now. But I've committed to the bit. I'm going to finish it. Speedwagon got funding from Jonathan and Arena, probably. He was smart. Oh, I suppose, yeah. You know what I don't get? How is Speedwagon built the way he is and is unable to contribute to anything, like, in terms of, like, fighting in JoJo 1? Because he's built like a brick shithouse, just like every other JoJo character is. And yet he doesn't fight once. Doesn't even try to learn, like, Hammond or any of that. He just kind of, like, is the guy in the car. Like, like, yeah. I'm just like, bruh, you look like you could fight. Do stuff. That was always my, like, thing with Speedwagon. Like, the whole Dio situation was well known in the Joestar family. And Arena probably, yeah. Do I want to do an extra goal? Oh shit, the sword. I almost forgot that this was even here. Did I do it on the other one? I hope I did. Probably go back and check while I remember. Did I do the sword? I didn't do the sword. Well, I'm gonna go do the sword now. What? Because Jonathan was the one with Hammond. Jonathan was the one learning Hammond, and his fate was forever tied with Dio when he killed his father and used his blood to turn into a vampire. Oh, that's true. I suppose if Speedwagon learned Hammond, it would take away JoJo's, like, protagonist powers a little bit. Then they introduced all these other Hammond users that all just fucking died almost straight away, didn't they? I do like how Hammond is still a little bit relevant in at the end when he's fighting Dio. Okay, I quite like that. I think it's a good look. Honestly, like the mostly silver with like bits of gold on it. I think it's a good look. I should probably do all the like cables and dark metal bits soonish. Not everyone can learn Hammond. Really? Speedwagon was helping, I suppose. Yeah. This is just JoJo talk, though. This is not how I expected the stream to go, but I'm here for it. I do enjoy a little JoJo bands, even if it's not my favorite show. What am I doing, chat? What's next? do this one. Has anyone in chat been watching The Elusive Samurai? I've been really enjoying Elusive Samurai on Crunchyroll. A good time. Also apparently based on, like, historical events. When the Hojo clan was overthrown. I have not watched Blue Eye Samurai yet. My issue is I don't really, like, have that much time to watch stuff and just chill. I'm always busy. Or always, like, multitasking. Like, I've always got stuff to work on, like doing videos or book readings or, like, building models for, like, streams and shit. Planning stuff. It's hard. I don't have quite enough time for everything I want to do. But Blue Eyed Samurai has been on the list for a good long while, and we will get to it eventually. I think it's been on the list since it came out, and I've just not had the chance yet. 'Cause I've heard nothing but praise for the show. Hi, Evie. I'm getting invaded by a cat. That is not a place you can go. You will fall if you go there, cat. And I will laugh. I will laugh at this cat if she falls. No, she's just going in the window. Been briefly visited by the cat, though. Be blessed by cat culture. Okay. A little bit too much paint on there. Okay. Grain some of that onto the brush later. Paint on it, like, kind of now. Transfer that here and it just works out. Yeah. Okay, what's next? That bit. And then we're just gonna do more of trim on the shoulders. Okay. Okay, what's next? Oh, this guy's tassels, there they are. Okay. Okay. No, I think I just... Okay, I've got to do that shoulder pad, and then... Little eagle here. Hi, Mika! How are you doing? Well, what a random thing to shout out. But we all appreciate boobs. Okay. I'm definitely not going to finish these guys today. So I'm not going to stress myself out trying. I don't even think I can finish the gold trim on these guys just yet. But that's okay. That is okay. I think I might just save the gold trim on the Terminators for next time, honestly. Just so we've got, like, a solid starting point for next week. Finish off our first 1,000 points of Custodians, and I have a functioning army as of next week. That'd be pretty neat. That would be pretty neat, honestly. Garlic bread, hi! Have I been playing a bit of Street Fighter 2? I haven't played Street Fighter 2 since I was a kid, holy shit. Wait, did they do a new version of it? I remember... I can't remember how much... I can't remember if I liked Street Fighter or not. For beat-em-ups, I was always very much more of a Soul Calibur person. Love Soul Calibur 2 as my favourite. The other Soul Caliburs were quite fun as well, because there's just something cool about the weapon-based beat-em-up combat, which I quite like. The kind of more fantasy-esque setting. And I like the guest characters they've got from different franchises. I think those are always fun to play with. I mean, you were playing it. I know that's what you meant. You love Ken. But is he Knuff? Yes. You're all Knuff. Ah, why? Carlos, hi! How you doing? Are you having a nice day? Oh, thank you for dropping by. It's always lovely to see you. Oh, I can't believe I've been bogged. Bogged. Why angry? Garlic Bread, did you see Small's new model, by the way? It looks so good. He showed me a little preview of it before. And it looks so good. I need to get a new model at some point. Next year. Next year. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Probably before I get the Warlord Titan, honestly. should I move first is the real question. Mayhap. Wow. Okay. We are almost done with this gold bit. Ooh, that's too much. Wait, isn't too much for this? Oh, Callus, by the way, in Space Marine 2 yesterday when we were streaming, we got the I got my very first purple bit. I was doing some PvP earlier with Punk. It's really, really good. Small's model is adorable. Small can no longer deny his adorableness. I don't think Small... I feel like Small always appreciated his adorableness. But he will always, being the guy he is, pass the credit on to the artists. Which, to be fair, the artists do a fantastic job for VTubers. I don't know if I'd get my new model by the same people there. I don't know. It's just not quite my taste, the way it moves. Like, it looks great for him. But I think I'd like something a little bit different. You know? Let's see, what time is that? Okay, yes, these are my Adeptus Custodes. The golden bananas of the Imperium. Oh, hang on. Everyone loves the golden banana, boys and girls. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? It is 9:30. Oh, Small is one of those people where you can't always tell when it's a bit. But him knowing he is cute is definitely a bit. Him not knowing he's cute is definitely a bit. Yes. See, the thing is that with not being able to tell when Small, if it's a bit or not. The thing is, I never know when people are doing bits at all because of autism. Lol. So I just kind of just assume everyone is being 100% honest 100% of the time. And I don't know if that comes across as a bit. But it's genuinely something I can't tell. And I don't know how to deal with it at times. Oh, it is 9:30. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm a bit fed up with doing gold trim for one day, so I might save the rest. I might save the Terminators for next week. I might save the Terminators gold trim for next week. And then, because after I do the gold trim, it's gonna be doing a grey coat and a white coat on all of the clothy bits. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm kind of tired. I mean, I think you have a piss kink because you keep going on about piss, okay? Well, Claw's way smarter than he lets on. Oh, absolutely. Like, he's not an airhead like he pretends. But also, he's a bit oblivious and actually does have a weird gaps in his knowledge as well. So it's kind of a wash. Yeah, I mean, he was telling me that he thinks he might be autistic, which I feel like, yeah, he probably is a little bit. But, I mean, lots of people are on the spectrum undiagnosed, because, like, people have brains, and brains are funny things, and what? It is confusion. I am tired, chat. I know it's kind of early for me to end, but I might end. Rusted Bartender! That is John Hammer. The Warhammer 40,000. Actually, no, this is John Hammer, the Warhammer 40,000. He sadly left his hammer at home. But I fucking love this blade guard, this blade champion. He looks so cool. Wow. I'm kind of tired. I also have work at to get up at 5 in the morning for work, which is blah. But I kind of want to finish these. I kind of at least want to finish. But at the same time, I can't. This is where I'm at. I'll finish them next week. I'll definitely finish them next week. Definitely. But I think I've done all the biggest bits. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm so glad I didn't like decide that this was going to be a paint an army in a day thing, because this is literally a 1,000 point army here. Like, it's crazy to think that like this is 1,000 points for Custodes. Like, it's just 14 models. Like, how crazy is that? I'm probably going to do like oil panel lining on the bikes just to make them look a little bit more. Yeah. Also got to go. See you later, garlic bread. But yeah, I think I'm a raid out. I don't know who I'm gonna raid into though. I don't know who's streaming tonight. You've said that for 2 years for your Astra Militarum next week. Yeah, but like, I have a stream schedule, so I force myself to commit to shit for content. Hang on, did I not prime this side of the thing? Oh, fuck. Well, that's annoying. Problem solved. Lol. It's so shiny! I love it! If you accidentally let this paint spill on your skin, you literally look like your skin is liquid metal. It's so cool. I fucking love this paint. You need an airbrush. Airbrushes do so much work. Like, they're so good for volumetric highlighting and doing shades and for using tonal inks for tonal correction. Everyone should try. Like, you don't need an airbrush. No one needs an airbrush. But my god, are they useful to have. Also, they're really fun to play with. Like, really, really fun to play with. Like, so much fun to play with. Let's see. Who do I know? Who do I know? Doing some Warhammer. I literally bought the cheapest airbrush off Amazon I could get. And it came with a compressor. Because the thing I googled and what a lot of people said was that most airbrushes that come with a compressor, you just need the basic compressor. So just buy a cheap airbrush kit that comes with a compressor, because all compressors are the same. And you might change the airbrush, but the compressor is probably almost certainly going to be the thing you use with every airbrush you get. And people recommend not to invest in an expensive airbrush to start with airbrushing, because eventually it's going to break. And you don't want to have to replace an expensive airbrush to start out with. You know what? I think I'm gonna raid into Traveling. Traveling Inquisitor is a good beat. I'd like to hang out in the chat. You have one you're looking at for 70 bucks. You just don't have the 70 bucks. I mean, I will happily put the airbrush that I have in Discord. It wasn't like for an it's gonna look quite expensive, but if you compare it to like more that. It's not that expensive compared to other makes of airbrush, basically. And it's a kit that comes with everything. Actually, I didn't realize this when I bought it, but it actually comes with 2 airbrushes. So you have a spare one if things go horribly, horribly wrong. Well, anyway, I love you all. I don't think I'm going to do anything over the weekend. But I might do some extra Space Marine too, lol. Maybe. I probably won't, but I might do. I might do some off-stream, in fact. Who knows? I love me some Space Marine too, lol. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you have a nice day and night wherever you are in the world. I will see you. I'll put it in art, tabletop hobbies, and all that stuff. Yeah. Let me find it on Amazon once I raid out, and I'll put it in art, tabletop hobbies and shit. In the art channel, yeah. It's not really general. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Probably. No, tomorrow I'm playing D&D off stream. I don't know. I will have a schedule or something, lol.